everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, and today I'm going to be using the Tati Beauty Blendiful. Yes, I already opened it. So here are our lovely products right here. And I just want to get right into this tutorial because I'm very interested as to how they work, if I like them, all that jazz. But if this is your first time here, definitely stick around and stay. Subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate it, and I would more so just love to have you here. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for constantly being here with me, supporting my channel, and just being y'all, because y'all are some awesome people. So let's get into this video. All right, so I'm not gonna say like we already know, because maybe we don't know, but Tati Beauty is a brand that was created by Tati Westbrook. Her YouTube name is Glam Life Guru. I think she changed it to Tati Westbrook. But yes, very prominent beauty influencer on this platform. And so she's come out with a couple of releases under her Tati Beauty brand. And this Blendiful, it is the most recent one. So I watched her tutorial using it, and after watching that, I was like, yeah, I'm interested in it. So it is, in my opinion, it's like a hybrid between a powder puff and a sponge almost. You do not wet this to apply any of your products. You use it dry, but you can apply cream and powder products with it. So I'm gonna start off with this side, and I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I can't remember what primer she went into, but she just dipped it in here. I have this much in here, and I'm just gonna press it into my pores. And she was saying that she loves this Blendiful because she can really press product into her pores, you know, fill in those areas that she really wants to smooth out. So far so good. So I'm just gonna go back in there and get more over here. She also said that this is supposed to make application of makeup faster. So we'll see about that too. My pores on my forehead are really, I feel like they're filled in. So, okay, primer's done. Very nice application. Now let's go into foundation. So I'm gonna go in with the newer Wet n Wild Dewy foundation. I wear mine in the shade Caramel, and I'm just gonna put this all over my face. Normally when I use a brush, I just press the foundation into my face before I blend it out. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I just kind of folded it kind of like a taco shape, so that I could get around my brows and then get down the center of my face, the center of my nose. I think that blended in my foundation pretty nicely. All right, let's go in with concealer. So I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer. I wear mine in the shade Tan Neutral. And I'm gonna go in with the smaller Blendiful so I can get in these crevices here. And I do have on my lower lash shadows. So I do like this actually, because I feel like I can really get into my under eye the way that I want to, and blend in the concealer without disturbing my lower lash shadow. And then also, this is getting into the corner of my nose pretty nicely too. The smaller one is not as soft as the larger one, but it's not harsh either. You know, it's not like I feel like it's too aggressive for the under eye area. And I saw other tutorials where people were using the larger Blendiful to blend out the under eye concealer. But I like the smaller one because I feel like I can get right in between my brows, and I don't have to worry about messing up my brows. Typically I do my brows last, but I wanted my brows to be done first since my eyes were done first. And that made it really easy to get in between there. So far so good. So now I'm gonna go in with powder, And I'm gonna use a new powder today. So Give Me Glow Cosmetics, they are gonna release 6 new powders, and they sent me all 6 of the powders. I am gonna do a full review on this, so stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna go in, this is the powder, I'm gonna go in with the shade called Banana Cream Pie. I'm gonna go in with the smaller Blendiful. I just tapped a little bit of powder in my top here, and we're gonna just press this powder into my skin. And I don't bake typically, so I want to just use this Blendiful to press the powder into my skin, and that looks lovely. Wow, do y'all see that? That looks really, really nice. I feel like you're getting the effect of using a damp sponge to pressing your powder without using a damp sponge. Wow, I feel like I have such a smooth base. I feel like I look so flawless where I have applied my powder. Okay, I'm here for this. All right, so now I want to go in with a cream product. So let's be extra. You know, I can sometimes be a little extra. So I'm gonna go in with both of these Natasha Denona cheek palettes. I'm going to just flip to this side of the larger Blendiful. Let's start off with the cream base from the Love palette first. So I'm just dipping my Blendiful in here like so. And there's the pigment on the Blendiful, so that's nice. And I'm just gonna, okay, apply it like so. All right, okay. That blended out pretty quickly too. So I'm gonna go on the other side. I feel like I'm getting a really good amount of pigmentation too from this. Let me add a little bit more on this side. I feel like I'm almost getting more pigmentation with the Blendiful than I ever did with a brush. If you saw my review of that palette, let me know if you feel like I am getting more pigment. I feel like I'm getting more pigment from this. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the Bloom Blush and Glow palette and go in with this cream blush. Same side as before. And I'm just gonna lightly, oh wow, this is, woo, woo. Y'all, sorry I'm being so silly, but I am really liking this. I'm a blush girl, so I like a prominent blush. But I'm like, I don't know, I guess I'm just shocked right now. Wasn't really expecting all of this. Let's stick with the Bloom Blush and Glow. I wanna go in with this Duo Glow shade right here and take, let's see, let's take the tip here. No, I did use that for primer. So I'm gonna go on this side of the Blendiful. I'm gonna just kind of fold it over like that so I can get that corner that doesn't really have any product on it. And I want to feather that on my cheeks, and that gives a very beautiful glow. Wow, I think I'm liking this more than I expected. Let me go with the smaller Blendiful, and I'm gonna use the corner here because I think that would help me get a better, yeah. So just dabbing back into both of those powders. Okay, yeah, that's much more comfortable because it's a smaller surface area, so I feel like I have a little bit more control. Oh, yes! Now I'm gonna take some powder just to set the rest of my face. I'm going in with the Give Me Glow powder in Banana Pudding. So it's a little bit deeper than the shade that I use under my eye. And I'm gonna flip the Tati Beauty Blendiful to the other side. Since this one side has all the cream products on it. I'm gonna take that much and I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. After that, I usually like to go in with my sponge or my brush and just press the setting mist into my skin. So I'm gonna use the Blendiful for that. And final thoughts. Let me just say, I'm really glad I have these. I did not expect to like this as much as I do, especially in the beginning, because when I was applying the primer, I really did like how I was able to press the primer into my skin and into the pores. I really felt like I saw a difference in that, and I'm looking at my face now. I typically have my pores here, here, and here, and I do feel like I have a smoother base, and I think it is because I was able to press it into my skin easier and better, really. Usually I take my fingers and I just kind of pat it into my skin, but then after a while, you know, I'm tired of patting, I'll just start smoothing it out. But it was easier to pat this and press this into my skin and not feel like I'm getting too tired, you know, with the same patting motion. When I was applying my foundation, I think it applied my foundation well, and it was nice. Like, I don't think the foundation application was as like shocking, if you will, as I felt once I got to the powder. So when I applied the powder under my eyes, I was just like, whoa, I see a difference there. And then, you know, with the application of my blush and the highlight, I was just really shocked and like amazed at how well it all came together. Y'all, I just realized I didn't put any bronzer on. We're just gonna keep rolling. Okay, so then once again, you know, putting powder onto the Blendiful and just setting my whole face, that was just really effortless, very smooth. And I felt like it blended in the powder very well. And even, you know, with pressing my setting mist into my skin, I'm really shocked. And I feel like if you're interested in this, I definitely think it's worth you trying. This is actually a purchase that I felt was not a repetitive purchase. And I will for sure use this again because I'm really impressed. And even with the little Blendiful, like I know I watched a couple of reviews, and the little Blendiful, in my opinion, seemed to kind of get like, tossed to the side a little bit. And people mostly concentrated on the larger one. But this smaller one, let me tell you, I really liked it for blending out my under eye, getting into areas that I wanted more of a precise application or a more precise blend. And I like it. And even though it's not as soft as a larger one, I'm okay with that because it's still very gentle to the under eye. And I don't feel like, you know, it required any tugging or pulling or anything like that. And that was another thing that I noticed too with using the Blendiful with a brush. But I know after pressing my foundation in with a brush, I eventually had to start, you know, blending it in and moving my skin. And I noticed with the Blendiful, all I had to do was just continue to press and blend it into my skin, which means I'm moving my skin around less, you know, less chances for creation of wrinkles. That's what I like to think. So I also like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that is a bit different, that I didn't have to eventually take my brush and like swirl it around or get a sponge and further pat in to blend in any possible streak marks. Like, there was none of that. So the more I'm talking about this, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like really impressed by this. I'm so glad I purchased this. I think this Blendiful did a very good job. I am very, very impressed by this. Like I said, I recommend it. If you're looking at it, you're kind of interested in it, try it. Because I think it really did add a difference to how I feel my face looks. And in terms of application, I think parts of the application did go a little faster because this was able to blend it in. I don't think this cut my routine down in like half, but I do think parts of the application did go by a little faster. And then the parts that didn't go faster, I feel like were done better because of this tool. So I'm really happy with this. Now I'm going to insert a clip showing you all how I clean the Blendiful because I do know that was of concern with people. And when Tati did her tutorial, she was like, you know, be gentle with it, leave it out to dry. It's not hard to clean. So I'm going to insert a clip of me cleaning the Blendiful just so you can see, and you know, so I can see too how this does clean and you know how well it gets back to looking like its original color and things like that. Okay, so I like to clean my brushes with Zote soap. Clearly, I have used this a lot. So I'm just going to take the Blendiful and rub it onto, I'm gonna take my soap and just rub it onto the Blendiful. I normally just like swirl my brushes in the soap. So I'm just do it like that. And Tati was like, just use your hands, be gentle with it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So this actually cleaned, in my opinion, pretty good. It took me in total just shy of 4 minutes to get everything out. The blush powder concealer, in my opinion, washed out really quickly. I had to spend a little bit more time on the foundation, but that's pretty indicative of how I am with my brushes. Like my foundation brushes, they take me longer to clean. But yeah, and so I think it did clean well. I do feel like this would be something that you would want to clean pretty quickly after you use it, because I could see just like a sponge product settling into the brush, settling into the Blendiful, and then it maybe being a little harder to get it clean, you know, looking new again. But she said to just press the water out and then lay it on a surface to dry. So I'm gonna put it here on this towel, and then I'm gonna go in with the baby Blendiful and do the same thing. And this one was much faster to clean. I think I was able to clean this in like under a minute. And you know, of course I didn't use as much product on this, but yeah, this was pretty quickly to clean. And so she just said be gentle. So I know people were saying that it tore, but I mean, as you can see, like I don't have any tearing away of the Blendiful, and I think it is a product that you just would want to be gentle with. So as you all saw, in my opinion, I think both Blendifuls were pretty easy to clean. To me, it was just like cleaning a beauty sponge. I mean, I felt like product came out pretty quickly, and like I said, I think it would be something that you would probably want to clean soon after using it. Not, you know, waiting a whole week, because of course it would be a little harder to get all of the product out, but I don't feel like I had any issue cleaning it. So those are my thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your comments down below. What do you guys think of the Blendiful? Are you interested in getting it? Do you think it applied my makeup a little differently, or do you think it was just like, hey, you know, it's nice, but I'll pass? But let me know down below. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.